Hello, Sagittariuses. Welcome to your rest of the year reading. This is for the rest of 2024. I'm recording it the last week in November, so it goes from now through December. But whenever you're watching it is when you're supposed to be watching it. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, cross-watching for your favorite Sagittarian, and happy birthday. It's your birthday season, so I'm sure you're feeling yourself. So your overarching energy, the first one is number 33, card number 33, chaos and conflict. The thing about this card is I always feel like the chaos and conflict is going away. And the reason is because the zebra is shedding his giraffe print. And I feel like it's just a call to be your authentic self, to let go of anything that's causing you chaos or conflict. Or maybe there was some conflicts this year, some things that happened that you need to release and let go of so we can move into 2025 feeling clear. The other card is card number 12, boundaries. This card did come up in, I can't remember who's reading, but one of the other readings. But certainly it's about, protecting yourself, putting up boundaries, standing up for yourself where need be. And I could see with that chaos and conflict that this may be something, Sagittarians, that you've done or that you need to do. So I'm going to do a 7-card spread. If you're subscribed, thank you. You know how I read, which is generally intuitively. I will still be intuitive in this reading, but each card will have a meaning, and we'll go over that as we go. If you do like the video, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. Please comment. Let me know what you think. I really appreciate you watching. Let's get into it. So this first card is the past position. And in the past position, you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess, it's interesting because I picked up on, the zebra being its authentic self. The High Priestess is based on a real person, a woman who pretended to be a man because she wanted to get into the priesthood. So talking about being your authentic self, maybe some of you have been having to hide behind a mask of some kind, and but that's in the past position. Traditionally, the High Priestess means, following your intuition and being highly intuitive. So if there are some things that you thought were going to come to fruition, I wouldn't be surprised if this year you were able to accurately predict some things. If you, read tarot or something, you may have gotten a little bit more into that with the High Priestess. So that's in your past position. In your present position, you've got the 10 of Wands, and the 10s are a great place to be because they're the end of a cycle. And all the 10s are about having a new beginning. And the 10 of Wands specifically is your hard work paying off. This is his harvest. He's headed to his castle. He's done with the work. He's done all the hard work, and now he's got his wands and he's headed home. So it's about a harvest. So this is the energy now. And for now, I would say from, November, the end of November through December, for the rest of this year, you may be tying up loose ends, cleaning things up, finishing up projects, that sort of thing. With the 10 of Wands, if you've been working very hard, you might be getting a vacation or a break. And then your future, which is going to be for 2025, is fantastic because it's the Star card. And the Star card is your hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. But it's also the card of Aquarius. And I am not an astrologer, but check out your favorite astrologer. I purposefully have not done these readings. I was going to do them way back in October, but I purposefully didn't do them until Pluto moved out of Capricorn and into Aquarius, because that was a big astrological event. And I felt like it was really going to affect the energy of the readings. So the Star card in your future is really everything that you've been working on and working towards, your hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. It's a beautiful energy to have, Sagittarius. The next card represents you, and that is another fantastic card, the Magician. So you're manifesting the things that you want, the things that you've been focused on, the things you've been working towards are coming to fruition here. You may need to put up some boundaries for this to happen. You may see as the Magician that, for you to get what you truly want, Sagittarians, you've got to put up some boundaries. You have to have some conversations. I feel like intuitively what you need to do with that High Priestess card. And I feel like you're putting it into action. So this is a great omen of you being in a place right now and for the rest of the year to manifest what you want. You have infinite possibilities with that infinity symbol over his head and the yellow in the card. Very optimistic. So the situation around you is the Death card. The Death card is a card of Scorpio. And the High Priestess is Pisces. So you have Pisces, Aquarius, and Scorpio in this reading so far. But my intention for this reading is that how it relates to you. So the Death card being kind of like the overarching energy of this reading, right, is that there's some things that are going to go away. There's some things that you're going to have to let go of with that chaos and conflicts. I feel like, there's some of you may be quitting your job, leaving your job, physically moving with the Death card. But, this card says the king is dead and a new day is dawning. So you're moving on from things and you're getting the things that you want because of the things that are ending. Remember that 10 of Wands, that energy of today, right? That present energy is an ending of a cycle. So yeah, there's definitely a big ending coming. So the advice, this card represents the advice, and the advice is the 10 of Swords. So it's the same card as the Death card. You got the same meaning twice in a row. The Death card is the major arcana, and the 10 of Swords is the minor arcana of let it go, move on. Both cards show us, the sun coming up, the dawning of a new day. Both cards show someone who's passed. So generally these cards do not portend an actual death, but there may have been someone who you lost, and I'm sorry if there has been, and you've had a time, grieving and getting through it and getting over it, or maybe someone passed, and for someone, I feel like with the chaos and conflict, there's been, just too much conflict and chaos surrounding this death, and that you might be leaving that behind. But you've got 2 10s here and a Death card. New cycle certainly coming in. So the end of this year, you might be finishing up things, tying up loose ends, finishing up projects, as I felt with that 10 of Wands. And the outcome, fantastic. Wow, is the King of Wands. So, the Wands refer to fire signs, which of course you are. And the King of Wands is the highest honor. It's the most noble. And the King of Wands is the king who worked really hard for what he has. He's like entrepreneurial. If you have a good idea, it's probably coming to fruition. He worked in the fields. He knows what it's like. He's worked his way up to being a king. Some of you may be getting a promotion or raise, opening your own business, receiving a contract. Something in 2025, the outcome is going to be something that's elevating you and helping you to feel very stable, steady, secure, have long-term success. Your hopes, wishes, and dreams are coming true. Now, as with most people, it probably didn't come easy, Sagittarius, and there still may be some difficulties to face. But I feel like you are well on your way to getting what you want as long as you speak up for yourself, you release yourself from any chaotic energy, you set up your boundaries, and you release and let go of what needs to go so that you can have something new. You don't want to be, so filled up with the bull crap that you can't receive anything new. I tell people, if you want a Gucci purse or whatever, stop carrying around Walmart bags. Your hands are full with crap and you want this, one, thing that represents who you really are. Not that, we have to have expensive purses. It's just my analogy. But the point is, because I really don't believe that, but the point is that you need to let go of what's holding you back, Sagittarians. So this is the same deck, only smaller, very cute. And I'm going to pull 3 cards here for Sagittarius to get the energy, a little sneak peek for 2025. Thank you so much for hanging in and watching. Okay, 3 of Swords, the Star card. The Star card's also a card of healing, and the 3 of Swords is a card of healing. Healing from some upset. If there was, as I said, you could have been grieving a loss, or you could be grieving a loss still. This is healing from that, getting ready to move on in 2025. The 7 of Cups. So this is a card of choices, and it's about making choices with it's like boundaries, making choices to do what's best for you. But it also is calling you to be careful to think about what you're doing. Okay, take some time. Don't be impulsive with the Seven of Cups, because some things might look great, but they're really not. You might make a choice and it ends up being a snake. So just be careful with the Seven of Cups. It is calling you with the Magician here to manifest what you want by focusing on what it is you want and not focusing on what you don't want. And then you have, fantastic, a card of victory and success, winning, with the Six of Wands. So you've got victory and success. You have your hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. You have manifesting the things you want. You have the intuition to do so. You have the long-term success at it, doing something that you're inspired to do, that you're passionate about. Sagittarius, it looks like it's going to be, at the end of this year is going to be a process for you to release, let go, and let in all the good that's available to you. I am hopeful that you have a wonderful rest of this year, and that 2025 is everything you hope it will be. So thank you so much, and Happy New Year.